Hi, it's Tiffany from Brave Self Starter, your place to grow your online presence, clarify your message, and lean on the power of stories to build a deeper connection with your audience. And today we're going to be talking about what it is to be a content marketing manager. We're going to be diving into a day in the life of a content marketing manager to see what they really do. And also, if you're interested in becoming a content marketing manager, you're really going to want to stay tuned for this video. So let's get started. I've been a content marketing manager for the last 2 to 3 years, and a content marketing manager really does a lot for a company. These days, content, as they say, is king. Content is something that we use to really communicate our message, and it's something that we're using now more and more in marketing to really help our customers understand the problem that they're having and the solutions that we have. People are leveraging content all around, whether that's video content, blogs and articles, social media posts, or just how we communicate with each other. Content is something that's all around. And basically, a content marketing manager's job is to brainstorm and create compelling content that communicates a clear and concise message to their audience. Their goal is to really educate their audience and to really show them what the problem is they're having and what are the solutions that the company is providing. It involves a lot of brainstorming, researching, and it's actually pretty fun. So what does a content marketing manager do? Well, that really depends on the industry that you're working in and the company that you're working for. But the primary job of the content marketing manager is to strategize the content that the company produces to attract, engage, and convert leads to their company. And I strongly believe that content marketing is a very valuable part of business and marketing today, because you can prove the impact that your content is having on your business. And one of the reasons that content is so special is that it's really all about communicating a clear and concise message. And you're able to do this using different methods, whether you're doing videos, blog posts, articles, social media captions, social media graphics. This is all content that you're using to help support the business that you're running or to help your customers solve their problems. So I'm a firm believer in making sure that you have your brand messaging strategy really pinned down. I do think that is a part of being a content marketing manager, because you have to know what is the message you're trying to communicate so you know what type of content you need to produce. And I created a video on how to create your own brand messaging strategy, so you can go ahead and check it out in the links. But pretty much a content marketing manager is there to strategize and to come up with and develop the content that the company produces. Now, in some companies, if it's a smaller company, you might have to be the one actually strategizing, planning, producing, and executing the work, as in writing the content, creating the content, and getting it out there. But if you're in a larger company, you would have a team of content specialists who you can work with to help execute that plan. But again, content is all about really driving results and driving a business impact by really educating your customers. In marketing, it's really all about identifying the problem that your customers are having and showing them the solution that you have to that problem. So anything you're doing in marketing is helping the customer to, one, what are the problems you're having? Two, we have the solution to help you solve that problem. And a day-to-day in my life is very, very different. Today I want to show you a day in the life of a content marketing manager to kind of take a sneak peek into what it is content marketing managers do, because sometimes we see a lot of job titles but we really don't know what that day-to-day looks like. So how can we know if it's the right path for us? So I'm going to show you what I do on a day-to-day. So the first thing I do is check my email calendar to see what I have going on for the day. Now today it looks like I have a lot of meetings, and usually I don't really love when I have a lot of meetings, because that means that I don't have that much time to think or to work on the projects that I'm working on. However, meetings are a part of corporate life, so of course I have to go and get these meetings done. So the company that I work at is a big company and they have a lot of subsidiaries, so that means there's always content that needs to be created. And most recently we're going to rebrand one of the subsidiaries, which is an online trading company, and they sell courses and live coaching which helps people to learn how to trade in real life and in real time. So the backstory on this company is that they had their own marketing team, but now they have transitioned over to our marketing team. So of course, now we have to take a look at the performance of their website and the content on their website. So pretty much they have been trying to grow their revenue, they've been trying to sell more courses, and they've also been trying to get people to sign up for their all access pass, which gives them unlimited access to coaches, trade alerts, and live trading sessions. So now my role or my challenge is, how do I communicate that clearly? And this is why we're going to be doing a homepage rebrand, because we need to communicate what they do clearly and concisely, so once someone comes to the website, they know exactly what it is they do and the problem that this company helps them to solve. So most times it depends on the projects that we have going on. So based on the priorities that the team has identified, we will decide how we're going to approach our content. So for example, if we're launching a new product or service, we would go ahead and create a plan to support the business launch of that new product or service. We're going to want to educate the customers about this new product or service. So again, your brand messaging strategy comes in, and we're going to want to create compelling, concise, and great content that will help people to understand and learn more about the new product or service. My day to day, I usually have to check my calendar and schedule meetings, and I meet with my team to go over the projects that we have coming up, and then we devise a plan to really execute that content. And of course, the bulk of the work is actually creating that content and publishing it. Again, content is very broad, but generally you want to focus on educating your customers and using your content to really help position yourself as a thought leader and as a person who can help your clients solve the problem that you have. And when it comes to creating content, it's really all about determining the goals that you have for yourself and for your business. So what are the goals you're trying to achieve with your content? It doesn't make sense to create content that does not support your overall business goals or your overall business strategy, because that would just be wasting time. You'll be creating something that someone might never read or listen to. So when you're approaching your content, you have to think about, how is it going to impact your business? So the next piece of being a content marketing manager is actually marketing the content that you create. So you plan and strategize what content you're going to create. You actually execute that plan and create the content. The next step is distribution. How are you marketing the content that you create? And there are several ways that you can market your content. You can use social media to market your content. So for example, if you created an ebook, you can have a social media post that links to your ebook and invites people to download the ebook. You can also create a landing page where you house the ebook, and that tells people a little bit more information about the ebook and how they can go ahead and download the ebook. So again, when you're thinking about your content marketing strategy, you want to think about planning, so making sure that you're creating valuable content that really is going to have a business impact. 2 is the execution, which is creating the content, whether you're doing that yourself or you're outsourcing it to someone. 3, you want to think about the distribution. If you're creating content and you're not marketing it, people won't know it exists and they won't know the value that you have to provide and that you have to share. So these are just some of the day-to-day tasks of a content marketing manager. Of course, it gets a little bit more in-depth because you're working with other members on the marketing team, but these are the general areas. Content is about creating valuable resources that really clearly communicate your message and the value that you provide to your audience, and of course making sure that it helps your audience. So that really is the goal of a content marketing manager. Again, you want to make sure that you're looking at the content you're creating and making sure that it's driving a business impact. So if you found value in this video, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my free ebook which is telling you how you can craft a story and how you can start to clarify your message and lean on the power of stories. And I would love to hear from you in the comments, like how are you using content, or what are some of the pain points you're experiencing when you're creating content. So again, thanks again for joining, and let's get started.